the ultimate TikToker haircut breakdown. And I have done numerous amounts of TikToker haircuts. So what I want to do today is a video just really explaining the different types of haircuts, how they're achieving the looks, the lengths they need to be, what to tell your barber or your stylist. This is going to be a pretty in-depth video so you guys can really understand, because every single day I'm getting people asking me the same questions, or they're asking me to do videos on people I've already done already, and literally their hair is either just the same haircut or shorter, or the same haircut or longer. So there's a bunch of different things that I want to go over to really make it simple for you and to not make it so complicated. So I'm going to take the camera off me and focus on the hair. So let's do it. Okay, so this haircut is basically a very, very popular haircut. And all it is a big grown out kind of layered, textured hairstyle. So usually the sides, right, depending, I've seen guys that have it pretty short, like a number like 3 guard or 4 guard, and it's faded into this, which you can do, which is totally fine. The key to that is really making sure it's blended in through this area. Like, you don't want to take a buzz and go way up here. It's just going to be really not balanced well. You need to make sure you're using like a 2 guard or a 3 guard or a 4 guard even, depending on if you want to see skin or not. It really depends on you. But the key is that it has to transition into this area, and then it's got to transition into it being longer in the front. Because a lot of these haircuts that these guys have, it's longer in the front because they like to bring it back and then push it forward to get like those, those like flips, right? Just like you're seeing right here. They all want to get those flips and make the hair look all wild and crazy and messy and stuff. So it's what a lot of these guys are doing. So you need to have some sort of length in the front. How long does it need to be? It needs to be at least, I would say, to the bridge of the nose right here, or to the eyebrows, depending on how high your forehead is. Obviously, the higher your forehead is, the hair needs to be longer, right? If your forehead is shorter or more narrow, then the longer you have it, it's going to be way down here and it's not going to work well. So you have to make sure that you have the proper hair length in front. You have to make sure that the hair is also layered. That's another thing, is having the hair layered is really going to help with the look. Now, it doesn't have to be super, super layered, or super short on top, because if you cut this too short, you're not going to be able to get like that messed up kind of bedhead look, right? And literally a lot of these haircuts just look like a dead animal on someone's head. I hate to say it, but some of them are just so out of control that I'm like, why would anyone even want their hair like that? Like, it just looks ridiculous. But it's a trend, it's a trend. So you need to make sure you have the hair layered a bit up top here to make sure it's got some movement, but also to make sure that when you go back and you kind of just bring it forward like this, you can get like that texture. A lot of these guys, again, they bring it forward and they just mess it up, and then they leave it like this, and it's got like, the flips, and it makes it look very, very textured. So this is one specific look. All right, this next look is something you see fairly often. It's very, very common. This is a great example of having that shorter length throughout the sides here and throughout the back. So this would be something like a number 2 guard, or a number 3 guard, I should say, or 4 guard right in through here in the back, and it's all blended in and worked up into this area, then working towards the front and the top a bit longer, obviously, as you can see through here. Now, this length goes down to here, as you can see. It's not short, but what we've done is, the way we've styled it is, again, you bring it all back and then bring it forward, and that's what creates that kind of textured, piecey kind of look. Also, you can get some, almost, if you have curly hair, this is great for, if you have curly, wavy hair, because you're going to let that natural texture come through. But this is really ideal for somebody who wants to have a little bit of length in the front, but doesn't want to have so much hair coming down in the face that it literally looks just like a whole bunch of hair sitting on your head. That's something that you really want to take into consideration. What do you tell your barber? What do you tell your hairstylist? The best thing I could say is show a photo of the person that you want your hair to look like. It's that simple. Will everyone watch a 20-minute tutorial cut into your appointment time? Probably not. You have minutes to consult with the professional to explain to them what you're looking for. And then it's up to them, again, it's not your job, but it's up to them to execute the haircut. You shouldn't have to tell somebody how to cut hair, you know, but again, use key indicators like, oh, I want the hair in the front to be like to the bridge of my nose. You know, pull the hair down. Use visuals so that the stylist can understand. You could say, you know, you want it blended in through here, going shorter into longer. You know, these are all common terms that hairstylists and barbers understand. You know, trying to get exact measurements of cut the hair, you know, 2 inches here and 4.5 inches here and 6 inches. It's not like we're cutting hair with rulers. So we don't, sometimes that's not going to be super accurate. Again, it's like show them how long you want the hair. Styling something like this, again, just blow dry it. You can use Tidal Wave. This has some of my cream clay in it. This is, again, a bit more of a textured type of look. So you're going to get a lot more movement and pieciness in through here. So using some sort of clay or something is going to be a good option for styling. Last but not least, this is something that you see fairly often, and it's the hair is just simply parted in the middle. I think like Chase Hudson has his hair like this or had his hair like this a number of times, but really all it is a center parted haircut. Even if you bring the hair back and you flip it around, the haircut still wants to fall where it naturally wants to fall, which is usually around the middle or off center, right? So the key to this, again, is having the length. You need to have the longest point towards the front. This goes down halfway down the nose again, to the bridge of the nose or so, and it goes longer in the front, and it's even and balanced throughout here. And then as it gets to the back, it's all basically the same length in through here, and then it tapers down in through the back. You know, does it have to be heavily layered? Not really. You want to make sure that there's some layers in it, but like, for example, let me bring this mannequin head down. For example, here's the layers on top, how long they are. I would say this is probably about maybe 4.5, 5 inches long, and then it comes down to the kind of like the middle area of that section throughout the sides here, right? It's not like it's coming all the way down here. If you want your hair that long, that's one thing. But if you want to be able to flip the hair around, have some movement and some manageability to it, then you need to have, you know, some layering, but also some length throughout the top here. Styling wise, again, Tidal Wave is a great spray. Your hands are going to be your best friend for something like this. It's really something that the haircut does a lot of the work, and your natural texture. If you've got straight hair, if you've got wavy hair, whether it's the texture is fine or thin, you know, it doesn't really matter. You know, obviously having a lot of hair, or the hair is on the thicker side and it's silky straight, that's going to help, right? But if your hair is a bit wavy, then don't worry about it. You can still wear the same look. If you do want to, again, have something where it's more towards the face like this, as you can see, you know, a lot of guys are wearing their hair like this, where it's just really messy, and, you know, I didn't style it like that, but like, as you can see, you bring it towards the front and you've got like this crazy kind of wild textured look. That's what a lot of it is just making it look like you're trying to mess it up. That's how a lot of these guys are getting this look. And to me, it does look like a big mess on the head, but that's the style, that's the look. So it really has to be cut the right way. You have to have the right length, and you have to make sure you know how to kind of work your hair with your hands. Let me know if you found this video helpful. Follow me on TikTok, TheSalonGuy. Follow me on Instagram, TheSalonGuy. Obviously, subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you think about these haircuts. Are these haircuts you want? Does this help you out? Because there's really no other way to explain it in the way that I've explained it. I mean, you know, again, going to your stylist, going to your barber, telling them exact measurements or whatever may not work. Just show a picture. Take a screenshot on your phone and be like, this is what I want. Use visuals. Say, I want my front of my hair here. Make sure it's layered, blend it in. Just keep it simple. You only have so much time with that professional. Let me know in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time for more videos with a Salon Guy.